was here. We'll take it on later. First of all, thank you very much for inviting me to Stockholm. You know that OneCoin has a very, very special relationship to Scandinavia. We all know where this success story started. It started in a country named Finland. Woo! And thank you very much for all of you who were at the first event in Finland with us, where this all actually started. And it is now more than 1 year that we were there, that we presented this concept that I have been working on now for several years. I think we all can be very, very proud of what we achieved. Guys, my clicker does not work. Do you think we could make it work? Yes, thank you. So, in 1 year, we achieved things that I never believed to be possible. Today, we are over 666,000 members. We are number 2 in market capitalizations on the cryptocurrency market, and we mine over 400 million coins together. Now, I will never forget the event we had on the 20th of January in Hong Kong and how nervous I was to push this button to mine the first block of the coins. And to make it more interesting for all of you and for me, this block did not get mined in 10 minutes like it should be, but I think it took us 11 minutes and 30 seconds. I tell you, these were the longest 11 minutes in my life. So, I am extremely proud of what we achieved. And if you remember, whoever was there 1 year ago with me, I said we strive to be top 3 on the market. Now, I did not lie when I say this, that we want to be top 3. But top 3 does not mean number 3. And now, after we achieved so many things together, I will be very honest with you. Whatever I do, I want to make it big. I want to make it extremely successful. And I want to see this coin in 1 year to be the number 1 coin on the market. Now, as we say, we are currently around 667,000 people. Until end of month, we probably will be 700,000. And it makes me extremely proud that this coin is popular all over the world. It is not only Europe or Scandinavia, and you all know that Bitcoin was also extremely popular in Scandinavia and in Europe because we adapt very, very fast to innovations. We spot it, we are quite knowledgeable, we know IT, we know things when we see them. We are one of the earliest adapters in Europe. But our coin has been in over 200 countries. In Asia, in India, in the US, in Russia, everywhere people are realizing what opportunities and what potential actually cryptocurrency has to change our lives. The value of our coin also increased. When we started mining, you remember we were mining for 4 tokens, or 40 cents actually. Now, the last time we saw the mining difficulty increasing was last week, where we grew up to 33 or 34 tokens, depending on the package you have. This is a very normal development, and you know that currently we wait about 30 days until we can join the mining pool and get the coins mined. And the more miners joining, the more people joining, the higher the difficulty goes and the faster the difficulty actually adjusts. I want to tell you that when we started mining the coin in January, a Tycoon package actually had 24,000 coins. So you could mine 24,000 coins actually, and today you get for the Tycoon package 700. I cannot tell you what next year will happen, but I assume that the Tycoon package most probably, if the mining difficulty grows like this, if the miners joining are like this, about 500 to 600 coins. Why? The more of us join, the more difficult it becomes to mine the coin. Now, also, we started trading the coin beginning in the middle of this year, and I can tell you, when I compare the numbers of Bitcoin, of Litecoin, of Ripple coin, we currently have one of the most actively traded coins on the market. We have people selling, we have people buying it, we have a lot of people dealing with the exchange, and when you go and sell a coin, maybe somebody from India is buying it, maybe somebody from China is buying it, or somebody from Russia. We have a global trading network that already works very, very well. So, okay. Why is cryptocurrency so successful? We all saw your beautiful movie about the banking system, the old banking system, inflation, price instability. A lot of people have been losing money in the crisis. We all remember the recent crisis we all had in Greece, actually. You're not part of the Eurozone, but some of us in Europe are, actually, and it was a very hard time. So people get scared, people do not trust the governments, people do not understand what will happen actually to money. And we do not know how the governments will react. What if one of the countries leaves the Eurozone? What happens if Greece leaves the Eurozone? What will happen to all our money? Now, cryptocurrency gives us independence from governments. It is something that depends on all of us, it is something that we create, it is something that we use, and it is independent from the government, but also from the banking system we have. We mine only a limited amount of coins, so inflation is also very, very difficult to happen. I believe that cryptocurrency can be the future of payments. I was speaking 4 weeks ago to the Economist Summit in Eastern Europe, and we were discussing how payments can develop in future. Our lives have changed so much in the last 5 to 10 years. Things like Google did not exist years ago. Facebook, also one of the new companies on the market. Everybody almost has an iPhone. Apple changed the lives of so many of us, the applications and so on. Now I believe that cryptocurrency is the next thing that will change our lives. Bitcoin was a coin for the elite. People who are either very, very smart, who understand IT in a very deep way, who can build up their own mining pool at home with a lot of resources, or people who are very rich and who decide to invest a bit of money in Bitcoin, a bit of money in gold, and just to have different assets. My goal was always to create a cryptocurrency that everybody can use, that is easy, that is simple, and a fast way to do payments. When I was at the Bitcoin conference a year ago, one of the guys speaking asked us, who has Bitcoins here? Well, we all said here, otherwise we would not be here, right? So I have Bitcoins. Then he asked us, how many of you lost Bitcoins? And everybody in the audience was here. So statistics assume that about 20% of all Bitcoins mined are lost for good. Lost for good. Because people do not pay attention, because people lose their passwords, because people just are people, you know. It's like cash, it is like money, it can get lost. For me it was very, very important when we created OneCoin to make sure that it's not only easy to use and easy to mine, but also that people cannot lose their coins, that people can get used to the concept of cryptocurrency very, very slowly, softly, and understand what they're doing. This is why we also focus on education. The One Academy that many of you have already checked out and watched the videos is important, because then you understand this asset that you have. What is the point of holding cryptocurrency if you don't understand what it is, how to use it, and what to do with it? So once again, I would ask you, check it out once again, watch the videos again. They're really useful and just benefit all of you. Now, there's one thing about cryptocurrency cryptocurrency that I believe will change the world. Outside in the world, there are about 2 billion of people who currently have no access to banking. These people are not targeted by traditional banks in countries like Africa, like Asia, Latin America, because they are very poor and banks just cannot make enough money with them. They're just not interested. But most of these people still have a phone, interestingly enough. It doesn't need to be a smartphone, but they have access to a phone. So what do these people do today if they have need to bank? They use sources like Western Union, they use other ways to pay, and these are normally very, very expensive channels. For example, a person who, let's say, works in Singapore, but his wife is in India, needs to send money to his family so they can survive. This is the point why he's far away from home and works. So this person can go either to Western Union and pay a lot of money for exchange rate to send money to his wife and his family, or in a new world he can use cryptocurrency to send very cheaply, within 10 minutes, the money to his family. This is a huge market and a huge need that is out there. And I know you here are quite spoiled, sorry to say this, but banking in Europe is so easy. I can transfer money from here to there like within an hour, 2 hours, 3 days. But it doesn't work like this everywhere in the world. And these are the people who will use the coin, who will drive the value of our coin and your value and your asset, to make this coin really usable. Of course, most of you currently think more about the network, how to create more users for the coin, more members. But my vision and what I would like to see for this coin is to become the biggest one and to become the most used coin on the market. Cryptocurrency is quite a new industry, so we have a big chance to become one of the leaders, one of the biggest ones. Why? Because we target an audience that currently is not targeted at all by any other cryptocurrency. You know, they still continue to be very elitary, to be very difficult to say, this is my baby and this is what we want to push and to have a proper strategy for it. And I think this is maybe one of the biggest success factors of OneCoin. One is that we go for the mass market and make cryptocurrency simple. But the second one is that we are very passionate about this coin and we think as a company every day how to create value for it and how to make this coin usable and how to change people's lives. Because why would somebody in Bitcoin trading do this? These people have only a small part of the pie, but they don't care about the development of the whole coin. Why would they? Nobody knows who created Bitcoin, nobody knows why they created it. And for us, it was very, very important also as a company, and I have part of my team here, that we're proud of what we do, and that we push this further, and we just drive the development of the coin.